I've just arrived at Yarakura. I've got a big ass teepee behind me, which is pretty impressive. And we've got 5 days of working out how to find people's curious habits. So here we go. I'm just about to do something that people won't do. We're going off the grid. The keys and the phone are in the kitchen safe. Officially have no internet, no phone, no contact with the outside world. I've got 5 days of writing, 5 days of thinking, and 5 days of stopping procrastinating. And if we think about curious habits, procrastinating's got to be one of them. So this is my next 5 days. No food, no internet, no people. I'm a 98% extrovert, so not having people is going to be very strange. But here goes. So we're done. Signing off. Talk to you later on. It's coming to the end of day 1. Sun's just going down over the mountains. As someone that's not real flash at this sort of stuff, I've just had a crack at my first fire. I think we're going all right. I actually think the extrovert in me is probably going to struggle more than the fat guy that doesn't want to eat. Not a lot of book progress being done just yet, but that's what tomorrow's for, so get into it. Cheers. Well, night 1 in the teepee, it was so comfy and so warm. It was absolutely beautiful. The wind was blowing. I sat by the fire all last night, and yeah, it's quite surreal. It's quite surreal. My teepee's looking good, and the sun's just coming up behind me now. All right, it's night 2. The fasting's been the easy bit, the being by yourself, and the frustration at writing poorly has been the bit that's been the hardest to get used to, but that's all right. We'll get along with it, okay? But we're about 2/5 of the way through, so we'll see how we go. Well, it's the morning of day 3, and I just had 10 hours sleep. I haven't had 10 hours sleep since I was about 12. But I did wake up at 3 in the morning, and I quite often wake up at 3 in the morning, and one of the things I do is just read for a little while. A book my friend Joel Denning from Body Science has put me on to is called Live Like a Monk by Jay Shetty. And I opened it up, and the first words I read, and I've actually got them here to read for you, is living intentionally means stepping back from external goals, letting go of outward definitions of success, and looking within. And I kind of worked out what I'd been doing wrong. I'd been kind of wanting to write this book so it would be successful. Let's just write this book so it's going to be good, and it's going to be something I like, and it's going to be from the heart, and it's going to be a book that'll allow people to have a look at what they do and help them to do things on purpose. And I sat down into the night by the fire and smashed out a whole bunch of stuff that was really, really good. You know, hopefully it's really good. I guess I'll read it when I get back to civilization. But it just made me think that you've got to quit and find. If you're doing something and you're banging your head against a brick wall, that's not helping. So you've got to try and work out different ways to do stuff. And I guess that's what Curious Habits is about. And I guess that's what I'm doing today on day 3 in the morning. So yeah, they're getting clarity. And Jay Shetty's quote really hit home. And yeah, today's going to be a good day. Cheers. It's a natural piece of rock. It hasn't been chiseled out or anything, and it's just basically set up like a chair. And one of the things they do towards the end of one of the rites of passage course is they make a kid sit in that chair and they tell them the reasons that they're special. And it's not a blowing sunshine up your ass sort of, you know, you're such a special person, blah, blah, blah. It has to be specific. It has to be real. And the person sitting in that chair being honoured needs to take it. They need to look and hear what's being said of them, and they need to be able to accept that that's actually how they're seen through other people's eyes. Are you willing to sit in the chair? I don't know, there's been something about today that's just, I don't know, had an acceptance. It's all right, haven't been hungry, haven't really thought much about food at all. there's something cool about this whole working to get comfortable at discomfort, and then realizing once you get comfortable at discomfort, discomfort goes away. And that feels like what's happened today. But anyone feels like that, I don't even think you have to have anything wrong. There's something about it, there's something wrong with you why you're going to do this 5-day reset. What if we do things from a place of, I'm good, everything's going all right, but I'd like to get curious and I'd like to look at things a little bit differently. All right, it's day 4 and still in the valley. It's still beautiful as always. It feels like I just have an acceptance that, yeah, okay, cool. I'm not using phones. Yeah, I'm not eating. Yeah, I'm not seeing people. It's it's really cool. It's a whole, when you get comfortable with discomfort, the discomfort goes away and I just feel comfortable. I think we've forgotten the skill of just accepting some things how they are, but then still striving to do better. And I guess that's kind of what I've been thinking a lot about during this. We have this tendency to want to improve from a place of scarcity. There's something about just being alone in a teepee and not eating and just chilling out that actually makes scarcity not something you really fear anymore. You're not really comparing yourself with anything but, how you were a few days ago. The idea of a reset is that you change things, you change the way you are and you change it permanently. I think there's something about really challenging yourself and really getting out of your comfort zone that actually makes you change. And I'm kind of hoping that's what this is. I guess time will tell once I go back to civilization. But I think the biggest thing I've learned to get comfortable with, and I've avoided it like the plague in the past, is I've just got comfortable with boredom. It's okay to be bored. It's cool. You actually get some really creative ideas when you're bored. And I'll check in for my last one of these tomorrow. So we'll see you then. Bye. It's day 5, morning of day 5. There's a line from the late John Kennedy, the Hawthorn coach. And he said that the mental limit is much closer than the physical limit. And as someone that loves evolutionary biology, that makes sense, is you want to quit mentally while you've still got a little bit in the tank physically. And I'm walking up a hill that I've walked up every day since I've been here. And I'm really struggling, I'm blowing up the lux. But I've managed it every day without too much hassle. And today I think I'm getting close to my physical limit. And I guess that's one of the things you've got to accept. If you're going to do something like this, there's going to be a few little trade-offs. You're not going to be able to go as hard. I must admit though, at day 5 and feeling a bit buggered like I am now, geez, I'm looking forward to some food. Yeah, I'm still comfortable with discomfort. I feel all right, but I think my mental limit's getting reached as far as the food stuff goes. So yeah, back up to the teepee. I think I've got another couple of hours before my kitchen safe's open and I have access to my keys and my phone again. And then I'm really looking forward to lunch with my beautiful wife. So I'm coming to you, Kazaroo. We'll see you soon. All right, we've come to the end of my 5-day fast and my stay at Yarakura. I'm certainly going to miss this valley. I'm going to miss my big teepee. My keys and my phone are in this kitchen safe and I locked them away. It's been a great thing to have because it's taken that temptation away. So that's been really cool. And it's just about to open. We'll have a listen. And my phone and my keys. And I can go home now. It's I've got a yin and yang shirt on at the moment, and the thing about Taoism is that there's a little bit of white in every bit of black, and there's a little bit of black in every bit of white. And being here, and the good times and the bad, and the times when I was super hungry, the times when I was really lonely, and there were times when I just needed a distraction and didn't have one. Yeah, they were a little bit tough, but the whole theme of this thing is getting comfortable with discomfort. And I think as a society, if we can get a bit more comfortable with discomfort, we're going to be a little bit better off. it's been a wonderful experience. Yeah, I'm looking forward to something to eat. Massive thank you to Greg and everyone at Body Science. The green tea and the shred has definitely got me through. Yeah, get you over those little waves of ghrelin, those little hunger spikes that come your way. So yeah, massive thank you to Body Science. If anyone's interested in doing a bit of fasting, we're going to put a thing up about some of the products to use and how they can help you. Fasting's really good for you. It triggers a thing called autophagy, and autophagy is where your body uses its own proteins to actually help rebuild other places. It uses things that need replacing, so it recycles the stuff that's sort of ready to get thrown out. This has been it's been an awakening in terms of allowing yourself to get bored, allowing yourself that time to have some creativity and allow your mind to have a bit of a wander, and you can go in some pretty cool places sometimes. So yeah, it's been really fun. So if you've watched all of these videos, thank you for watching, and yeah, you can contact me on LinkedIn if you want to, and we're going to be having a Prymal Reset retreat pretty soon. So if you want to come and join that, and we can all learn how to be cavemen, it'd be great. Cheers.